Welcome everybody to Conor the Banter Box with me, Conor Quinn, and Derry's finest, Elaine and Pika Maxwell. I'm going to talk to you. We're talking as if I haven't talked here, but just I'll put this at the start in case
we had good banter before, but not for using.
All that other stuff's going in though.
Right?
Is that all that other stuff's right to go in? Yeah.
What other stuff?
All the stuff we were talking about there.
You look at it. Not about the way.
I don't know. You know,
yeah.
You know what? You know that crack. Am I talking to us?
No, you're just talking to us. I was just me. That's just the introduction for the start of it. Am I talking to this? That thing there.
It's you.
And then see when people are watching it, they're going, "You're pointing at them."
It's me. I want tea. I have a bone to pick with you.
And you can ask about me. Yes.
Pika, you're recording now.
I was captured in Belfast.
Oh, Pika, what are you doing?
That's what when I was in prison. I was caught operating up here. That's what happened.
Actually,
14 years in jail. Yeah.
That's what times I say.
That's good. So we'll get into that. So what was life like growing up? We're using. So obviously we all know about you now. What was life like growing up? And obviously Derry.
Do you mean younger lives?
Younger life. We'll start with younger lives. How just meet, and then we'll get into.
Younger life was. I come from a family of 11. So we lived just not far from where I'm living now. We were just reared up round the corner from where I live. We had times was hard, wasn't it? Pika was a wee bit more snobber than ours. You had chicken food and we'd fucking months.
You used to come down our house all the time for chicken. First time you ever seen chicken was ours.
I'll be a lion animal.
Pika, probably your mic a wee bit closer to your.
Teddy's mumbles.
Oh, does it kind of come a bit closer? Even like that. That's good. Yeah.
But it was we grew up like the hunger strikes. Pika was always like. It's a wonder you weren't there, Pika. He was actually hit with a what we hit
with a plastic bullet. I was hit with a never-ready battery as well on the bog side during the hunger strike.
No way.
They were still shooting the plastic round. They were putting the big thick ever-readies on it.
Is that the big massive plastic balls? I remember my mummy having like one of them because my uncle's friend. I think my uncle's friend, when he was a kid, he got shot with one, and then my mummy always had one to show the size, and they were fucking huge.
But what they were doing is they were taking them out and putting big ever-ready batteries.
Oh,
that's what he's saying. Like batteries, not the batteries you put under your fucking Christmas stuff.
Because I remembered how I had in my hand the battle of the ball side during the hunger strike, and the Americans were taking photographs of it. They were shooting in the dark up on the bog side we were riding.
Were you seriously injured from it?
I hit in the back of the head, but I was never the same since.
You should be getting popped on your life.
I was hitting the back of the head with a plastic bullet. I couldn't see for days. And my wee dog was on my head. I was hit with a plastic
kilt.
Actually?
I got buried in the cemetery, I got full honours. And my coat was wrapped up in my coat. Never mind, I'm on about the wee dog. The wee dog was wrapped up in my big coat. Took me all my time to steal that coat out of the See, them days was good.
So was that when you? So what were you already in a relationship and stuff then? When was that?
We met in 1979 at a disco on Pennyburn in the town, and how we met is my friend came over to me and said, "Pika, would you go with her for the night? Cause this weekend won't go over me till you go with her." And I said, "Fuck, I don't want to go with her."
Did I?
Said,
He's not joking.
And I said, "No, jeez, are you getting fuck that?" He ended up, I went, "Come on, let on, you're going more." So I said, "Elaine, can I leave you home at night?" Yogi went with her, and he's still with the same woman.
Where did you stay after, Pika?
I didn't want to go in.
Why?
And I started on after him for years.
So Pika was wild good looking. Still are like a handsome man, but in the younger days he could have had anybody there. And Elaine was the fucking ugly duckling. Elaine had the prominent teeth, the freckles. I didn't wear makeup, I really didn't, Pika. And orange hair. Not even joking.
I was going to say, is that why it's orange?
I swear to God, and it was fuzzy hair. So I was like a rebel. Of our family. My mother's heart and soul was broke with me. Like I wasn't. I was like a wild child. Used to run away, just crazy.
Where are you in the 10 kids? Are you the youngest?
I'm the middle. 5 older and 5 younger. So I was the middle child, and I was ruined because I was what you call a rainbow wean. My ma had a wean that died at 6 months, and I was born 11 months later. And she said I was an image of that wean. So I could do anything. I was just like the. Or blue-eyed. So So when we're getting back to your man there, Loverboy in the corner, because he had his pick of any girl he wanted. And as I say, he kissed me that night, and I was no more interested in him. I was like, wasn't that pick? I wasn't like Andy's, the boys or nothing. And so then he left another girl home that night.
Probably.
And then he liked me. And why Pika liked me was because I didn't want him.
Mm-hmm.
And
you wanted the chase, did you?
He wanted the chase, and I didn't want him.
It lasted pretty long.
And I used to hang around the bog. You see, I was a Creighton girl, but my friends were always a bog, and used to walk home at night and used to be standing waiting on me.
Oh, the shadows was me.
And I fucking didn't like you. I swear to God. I used to say there, that fucking man again, a wee boy gonna give me peace. And he used to torture me, and just from that then, I thought, we were married, not before I started like you.
On a couple of wins, that stage.
I used to look at you and go, what the
Many kids do you have?
4.
4. So with the
boys and
Dale,
2
Millie, and then
Paul and Barry. So there's 4 years of difference between them all.
Millie's.
How's your 4 years when you were on site?
First 3. The 3.
And then Millie then. So Pika went away then.
Longer,
he was away then for 7 years, and I always say I hadn't a penny, Pika, but it was the best 7 years of my life.
Was it?
Honest to God, I swear to God, it really
Mine
was.
Too.
What?
Mine too.
So what was it like? What was it like for both of you? Obviously, like that's 7 years of your life. Like what was it like? What was it like in jail, and then what was it like in the household?
Prison was grand. You get your 3 meetings a day. Crummer was there. I was in the Crummer for 2 years.
Were you?
Remand.
That's where I basically lived beside the Crummer Road. That's where my mum was resident from, was like Clifton Park. So there was like the army barracks behind that. We lived on that road there.
I remember one Sunday night we were in A3, the Lampman, the UDA fired their PG7 and hit the canteen where we were sitting in just above a roof because it was reinforced with steel. The shrapnel didn't come down.
Actually. Scary fucking times, isn't it? Like
we were sitting watching A Quiet Man that night and all the boom boom and all that dust, everything fell, but only because of the protection, the steel roof.
So you've got 9 lives basically.
Oh well, as I was shot at with the SAS around as well.
What's that?
On the Como Road.
The SAS.
What is it?
The Special Air Service. It's a British
intelligence.
Army.
Actually. Fucking
so
hell.
How he's still here, we don't know. Fuck, he's here. But why I say that doesn't mean that we no disrespect the best 7 years of my life. What I meant was I never had a worry because I was always worried, where's Pika tonight? Where is it? You know, because like he was involved in the conflict at the time, and you were always worried is something going to happen tonight. And so I was kind of.
How did you find out I was lifted in Belfast on the news that night?
I was on the news. I was sitting watching it, and I seen it on the news.
Police taking me to Duncan Garden.
I seen him getting arrested, and that's how I knew. I said, "Jesus Christ, there now."
Was it in Duncan Gardens?
That's where he's arrested.
But that's all like so close to me, isn't it? Like that's like literally when you're in the corner.
So that was all part.
And the car was shot up. A police shot the car up as well when they got out of the car.
Actually,
That's
some luck, like. That's very.
And when I seen the photographs of the car where the bullets hit the side panel, and all, because it was an old car, the steel was heavier. If it had been a new type car, I'd have probably been dead. Like. And the photographs all them.
So now you get what she means, like knowing when you're inside. Then
so that's what I mean. You know what? I always say that and banter about it, but it was true. Like I had, even though we had nothing, we couldn't get. I remember us going up to jail in the bus, knowing all the prisoners' wives going up, and the laughs that we had. Their memories will always stay. And us getting off that bus, maybe we went and bought the parcels for our men to get the best of biscuits. And see if the Waynes had us at the night before going to have a basket. I'll break your hand there for your dad. Right. And I remember picking the chocolate biscuits, writing "Love You" and all on them.
Did you? Give me romantic.
But and us getting off that bus and coming home, walking down the hill to the house again, and maybe not fucking 10 pence in our pockets. We hadn't a penny. We loved, but there was nothing. Only for my ma. She helped me, and with the Waynes and money, we had nothing. But hey, they were happy times. And
did you have so many kids? Did you have them when that was? Did you
3.
Because you had the 3.
Our Barry was only 1.5 years when his father went to jail.
I'm gonna cry.
You're gonna make me cry. Is that what you said?
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, you don't all cry together.
What are you two like?
You are actually.
Go ahead.
We haven't had anybody cry on the show. That's just the thing. But that actually, like, I think people actually realize sometimes like how much like that stuff sort of like affects people. Do you know what I mean? Look at her.
Tissue.
I am a wild kid, emotional person anyway. Aren't I, Pika?
Well, I'm not really at times.
I don't think I've seen you crying in my life. Maybe once or twice.
Are you not?
No.
I love to be, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was because my father died young. No, we were close, and I was in jail.
He was.
I was in high bank at that stage.
Yeah.
For another part of conflict. So.
And then the priest went and turned him and his father dropped dead with a massive heart attack. He was only 59. He was younger than you.
The door opened at 5:30 at night, and went to go to the gym, and the scurry came to the door and said, "How long the governor wants to see you." So I go up there and was calling the bubbles and kind of just to let you know your father's died. They dropped dead today, right? Okay. And the next day I had to phone on the fireman to get out, and phoned the fireman the address, and they came back. A big scurry came back and said, "I don't think you'll be getting out." And I said, "Why?" He said, "You didn't write London Derry on the form."
No way.
And I said, "Well, I'll not be writing London Derry on the form." He said, "Well, you'll not be getting out." I said, "That's okay. Take me back to cell." But in between that, him and the family got involved outside. They went to John Hume, and they went and said that he's entitled to see Derry. And the big screw came back in the next day and said, "You'll be getting released this afternoon for 24 hours." So,
fuck.
So that probably, looking back now, that probably, and like we haven't really ever talked about, that had to have some kind of impact now.
Oh, I definitely. Sure,
Definitely.
people now are so woke that fucking seeing like somebody in a car crash has a pack in them. Like just something like so random in the street. Never mind actually things like that. Like it definitely would have a lot of impact, and it probably why.
You have really probably never ever spoken about. You want to talk about it now, but that's what's probably wrong. Me too, Pika.
it's probably where I was brought up. The area I was brought up in during the conflict. I had been brought up some other country or somewhere. It could have been in the army or.
It's just because we grew up and that's happened. People.
And I seen what was happening on the town. I seen people getting shot, people getting killed.
Yeah.
And they kind of got involved then.
It was like the norm. Then to hear, they waking up in the morning here, Thingy was shot dead last night, or somebody was shot dead.
Aye.
It was. See, thinking back, picture that now, but Pika. Like, are we? It's just because we grew up in it. We were used to it.
That's the thing. So I used to go with somebody who was from England, and see just explaining like. They didn't even know what the word sectarian meant, and I'm like, we live such a different sheltered life that we actually have to know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like what that is. Like we have to have some sort of knowledge of like what's ever went on. And nowadays, it's getting a lot. It's a lot better and stuff like that. But that was so normal back then. Even my own me saying like stuff like walking down the street, and was like she used to walk down to my daddy. She lived like in the New Lodge, and she's like, you used to be a scared because like someone's like the army would have whistled over to you, and you shot yourself and you had to run and stuff like that. So there's things like that that we sort of obviously take for granted, like that even like my generation, but it was so normal. That's what we said. It was even like going into the town. She says you had to go through the clicky gates, the big turning, and everything had to get checked and stuff like that. And I was like, that's mad. And then something really random happens in the town, and everyone's like, this place is getting worse. I'm like, it really isn't. It's fucking got a lot better. Do you know what I mean? As soon as something bad happens now, people are so quick to jump on social media and say it's getting worse. And you're like, to be honest, it's a lot better.
See, if I could have a switch and there would be no social media, I'd had it in a heartbeat.
I know. I was doing a work with a client the other day, and the barman said he never had a phone. And I went, "You lucky fucking bastard!"
I only have a phone 5 years.
Do you?
That's all how long I have a phone. 5 years. I never had a phone.
Try and take it off her now.
Break your arm. That's my livelihood, now, mister.
But anyway, I never knew sectarianism till I came to jail. I never knew bigotry till I came to jail. Till I heard it on the criminal road.
Aye.
People getting shot and things like. I remember a girl was shot on the camera shot on the Falls Road, and they were calling out the door why they shot her because she wouldn't give the pill out to people and things like that. And I was going
the pill?
The pill. No, the pros are calling it out.
What do you mean, the pill?
Contraceptive, so you don't get pregnant. They were calling it. That's what he shot her. No.
Jesus, that's sick.
Really butter. Really butter.
I'm laughing at her reaction at the stories. Jesus, that's sick.
But that's a kind of thing. That's the kind of thing they were coming out by.
Yeah,
the gear was on doing a day's work, and I come on. I think it might have been UVF or something like that.
Like even the likes of though not letting you out for a funeral.
Yeah.
For like the likes of writing
24 hours, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? Like, not letting you out for that, and and going on that grant you the sort of, was it like bail you would have been out on there, or like was it like what do you get out on? Was that 24 hours? But that would have been sectarian.
It's like a day release.
You didn't really want to let me out because I wouldn't say Londonderry. Like I don't mind people, if you want to use Londonderry, use it all they want.
Sure, we have wee Londonderry shots, Maxwell.
Well, that's it.
You have to.
I mean, like it shows like it's just having. I think it's just like a level of respect people sort of just have to have for things.
Absolutely.
And, like,
I remember us going holidays one time and we met this couple from the north and we were chatting away and all. Banter was good, and then they said, "Where is it you're from?" And we said, "Derry." Never seen them. Never seen them. Like,
did you not?
Gone.
But see, like that just goes to show people would think like hearing like that background, like your background and stuff like that you would like. That you wouldn't like have like Protestant friends or anything like that. But sure, your friends were like big saying all.
We
like,
just have to treat people as they fight them.
Aye, like and
we're not a sectarian bone about it, but we don't like bigots.
Yeah.
People
that's it. I mean,
on your face and all that.
Yeah,
we're entitled to their culture and all. Let them get on board and we'll get on board. We're entitled to our republicanism. They're entitled to their loyalism.
100%.
All they do respect. If they want to go and salute or stand out of somebody kill Catholics, let them go and do it.
That's up to them.
Probably look the same as us. Say, look, they're standing with certain people. Like.
Did you hurt yourself?
I think my rings. Let's get that right.
But that is so true. It's all that level of respect now, and I think that's where people like. That's the only way it's going wrong is like the end and not having respect. It's obviously seeing like two parts of sort of like the argument there and just getting on with it. Like
you have to. I
remember 9 or 10 years ago talking to an ex-policeman. He's in the pigeons. I used to there's the pigeons, and I met him and I was home. And I said, Billy, when I was involved for the Republican movement, I would have smashed your door in. They shoot you. You know what I mean? And now you look at the times, things have changed now.
Aye.
And I'm glad they've changed. I said, you're right, Paul. They've changed for the better.
So Paul, your real name?
Hey?
I was going to ask, what's his real name? Paul? And where's Pika come from?
I was like a watershed to me. They talked to somebody like that.
Yeah.
And he opened up and we started chatting.
I'm not trying to be funny now, but see, even listen to you now here this thing, I think you really need to go and talk to somebody because you have a whole lot to say about it.
Too late for that.
No, you could though. It's not too late.
Honest to God, because you don't. You're like a quiet man, actually. I'm surprised that you even chatting now that I hear nothing out of you.
Well.
So never mind all that.
I hear nothing out of you. No, but that is, see what you said there, that is so true, because I think people have just realised, I've dealt with it for so long, and they don't realise like how much open up you can.
Sometimes you can talk better to a stranger, Pika.
Oh, aye.
1,000,000%.
I was asked to do it, but the doctor said, because it was in jail and all that, I said, no, it's okay.
You should, Pika. There's no shame in it.
I know.
Absolutely.
No, I think, and if you try it and realise it's not for you, it's not. You're not gonna like. No. It's not gonna.
No, I'm grand.
Talk about now why you call you Pika.
Oh,
That's one of our most questions in our life.
Now, a lot of people ask Elaine why it's called Pika. During the early 70s, Elaine, I don't know where this stage. She lived about 50 yards up the street, and I burnt out cars and lorries, and as you come on their estate, it was to keep the army coming in. But I was playing 3M and all, and I got a big cut on my leg, but didn't realise the blood was flying out of it. But then I ended up, I had to go to hospital, and I got 6 stitches on it. And one of the stitches was taken out, I kept taking the scabs off the top of it. My friends were all sitting, and my dad turned and said, "Stop picking that Pika." And since then, the friends call me Pika.
So that's how.
1972, I think.
And everybody call you Pika?
Most people.
Do you ever call him Paul or
no?
Not
even when I'm
not even when he's in trouble.
No.
I know at times you call me, I go, "Why did you just call me?" Or no?
You like me calling you Paul, don't you? Wifer.
Don't know.
He likes Paul better than Pika.
I'd never change.
Now, Paul, don't you start.
But some people, I think there's loads of people get in a relationship when their boyfriend has like a nickname, and then they start calling them by the first name. Like that's weird.
I know, but we had friends and all out of the blue. A couple of years ago, I started calling you Paul. Here's me looking at them.
I know we shouldn't see anybody
calls
me Paul. She looks on it the same.
Why are you calling me? But they called you Pika for years, and then they started calling you Paul. The whole family. Here's me. Did they have a meeting here? And we're going to change Pika's name from Pika to Paul or something. The family meeting.
But here, so you've like obviously you've been together then from what year was that?
79.
79. Obviously, it hasn't all been fable and fairy tales, has it? Like, no.
To be honest, Elaine could write a couple of books in my past.
Could she?
Pika loved the women, didn't he, Pika?
Sorry, that's all right.
Well, Pika, people's going to be watching this in there, and they're going to be going, "All right, come on, Pika." Don't you fucking start. I'll be back.
But you're saying about him being a good looking man, you're a good looking woman. You're very stylish. I seen you this morning saying on TikTok and up the show he's Belfast people style. You have got fucking style.
People say I'm pouncing.
Hey?
Don't they? Or you're pouncing or me?
But you saw them, what they see now. I love you.
You saw them.
Oh yes, what did you say?
Well, so did you say to him?
He saw them with people see now.
Yeah.
He's seen past the buck teeth and the freckles. You always said my teeth. My mother had well prominent teeth, but you always found my teeth. I have a prominent, but you always said that's one of the things that attracted you to me.
What are they like? You're like Love's Young Dream.
So we say to our Waynes, did you watch our live last night? And they go, we watched these for a whole life. Do you think we're sitting on there? We're sick looking at these.
There should be cameras all around our house.
Alright, Ellie, she said to me, "Ma, I swear to God, there should be cameras in this house. You would be famous, you know." She said, "See that?"
Did they always say that to you growing up?
Always that, all the time, It's me mostly.
Sometimes we have a wee bad row and about 2 months later, you wouldn't think it was a row.
Aye.
Do you want murder in the house, and then it's going to get over there, Pika, if nothing ever happened.
That's the best way to be.
I think it is, because I know people, they fight, there's not a word for weeks.
And it's over something stupid.
How the fuck do you love like that? You have no, I couldn't.
I've seen your TikTok before, and you says about it's not all laughs in here, and you were going, I'm not talking to him, he talks to me, waiting him up.
So no, Pika. So we broke up a couple of times. We were broke up. Not for long. For
7 years was one.
7 years when he was on side, but then, as I say, I don't blame you, love. I blame the dirty women trying to get their claws on you. Not my man's fucking fault.
Well, you say there's no bad women?
Have there been no bad women? There'd be no bad men.
That's true. Maybe there's no bad men, there'd be no bad women.
No, I always think, like, see if a woman wants a man, she can get him. See if I wanted somebody's man the night and he's out of town, I'm getting him. Do you know what I mean? I don't care if you've got that bit of gold around your fucking finger. You're coming home with me if I want to. And that's true. You can get a man. See this? No. Men are weak fucking species. They are, Pika. They are. See if you're out now and you love me more than anything and some dirty bat comes over and starts throwing it on your knee. No, you're fucking... Stop it. Don't be telling me.
Are you getting embarrassed?
I don't know. He's getting all excited. What do you mean embarrassed? Oh, you dirty wee piggy. Wow. I'm setting a honey trap up for you.
Tell me you done it one time, remember?
No.
Did you do it? Wait, hold on. I need to sit back.
Years ago, no, I didn't set a honey trap up for you. No, years ago, we had a wee thing. I'll pick him many years ago. Before fucking... Was there mobile phones?
With the time of Barry said...
I was a wee thing, like a private detective thing in Derry, and you found out. That no. What do you mean then?
No, remember some gear in the water side tried to come on to me or something, and Barry said, "You don't remember it now?"
Not many gears in the water side tried to come on to you.
No, Elaine.
I thought he was going to get punched there. Staring at him,
they got someone on their phone. They said, "Look, you were over doing the oil. They made a day. It was me you were talking to. You fancy coming overnight?"
I was our Barry.
And I turned around and said, "No, I'm married." And Elaine was sitting there.
Oh, did you?
No, but I had to say I am. I should have probably knocked me. Should have run over top of me and went home. I said, "No, I'm alright." And when I came in, the house, he said, "I was just done." Made a phone call and all.
Oh. No, there come times in your life, like, you know, but you have to. But then you had your philandering days, Pika.
Of course.
Made you stronger now, has it?
Made, aye. We've been through, as you know.
You've been through, not me.
I've been through, yeah.
Sorry.
But I think that's sort of the thing about like relationships, and people see people together for like a long time. I think now if anything goes wrong in a relationship, people it's just disposable and people just throw it away. Like I think that's people see their grannies and grandads and don't realise whether they've probably gone through a lot of shit in their relationships.
How we are still here is unbelievable. Like you couldn't even write it, Pika. I read a book. I wouldn't even.
I'd be jailed again. The women, not the women. We writing a book about the past for me. The women would be looking at me apart now.
Why?
No, it's if you see what I've done in the past.
Sure, you're weak, mate. You're all right, love. It's okay. Them days are done now. They can look, but they better not touch.
Sure.
So here, we'll get into TikTok. So what I remember seeing like one of your videos. Like you've been on TikTok for good over years now, haven't you?
I'm on a year in August past. But I had one before that for about 7 months, and they permanently banned me.
Was that the one? Is this the one?
The wee man.
And the man in the
scooter.
That was the first one I seen. I swear to God, I watched that about 5 times. You didn't see your face or anything?
No, just me talking. And I'll always remember that. How you get onto TikTok was the 12th of August, and I was going up to the jewellers. I had jewellery on to get repaired, and I parked in Best Street, and I was walking down, and I looked, and it was the merchant season, and I didn't know. And our Millie had made me a TikTok a couple weeks before, and I never done it. And whatever I pressed, I was fucking on it, and I recorded it, and here's me. For fuck's sake, leave it to me to come up with town today when they're fuckers are merchant, and something like that there, and I pull up. Jesus Christ, that went mental. Look at this doll here, look at this here. And I didn't know how to block people then. So they were writing everything and all. See now, if I get a negative comment, I just hold on a minute and block, and that's gone, and they're gone, and that's just.
You don't even get it.
I don't even get people keep it up, whatever. I don't. I just said to be gone me, and that's that. But then I didn't know how to. So they were all writing, and it was all getting shared. Look at this fucker here. And that there's how TikTok took off for me, and it's just then people.
All the followers there coming on.
And then there was one Halloween night, and I was videoing everybody at my door, coming for their trick or treats, and I opened the door, and there was a boy dressed up as Hamas, and I went, Jesus, look who's at my door tonight, and I woke up in the morning, and I was permanently banned.
Were you?
Never to be back. So I had to make a new account. So that it'll be just a year, November there. That's all long I'm back on again.
Fuck. So what was the kid dressed up as?
Hamas.
Why is the kid dressed up as? So
it wasn't a kid, it was an adult.
It was a man. He was dressed up as Hamas. Do you know what Hamas is?
Yeah. What are they?
Freedom fighter.
It was like
I had all the attire on him. Dressed up with a band always around his head and a gun.
You know, like the Hamas, all that there.
It's probably because of the gun though.
So then somebody went on and said, I know that man and I know that house, and it was a boy that used to be an ex-policeman. It was high up in Derry. So then, here's me, what the fuck? And he was saying, more or less said it was Pika. But the person that was dressed up was like over 6 foot. So it wasn't him, but anyway.
But what happened anyway, loyalists and all in Belfast got on it and they're writing up things on the site about us, the family and all, because your man exposed our house, this ex-policeman.
It was really so. It was had banned anyway, so and then I just had to start over again.
Because I
love TikTok.
I was trying to find that video and I was scrolling down all your videos to show my niece, because my niece, Abby, and Abby, I need to find this video, and I sat there all night when I was at and just trying to scroll down. I was like, couldn't find it. I was like, it must have been deleted, so I didn't know it was banned.
No, and do you know what? I put it up again because somebody had screenshotted it and sent it to me. And I put it up and they took it down again straight away.
So what did you say? You said,
"Oh, you wee bastard, you're not a nice man." I was walking down the street in Pickers at the beach, and them wee trolleys and Benidorm, the wee scooters.
I think you might have it in your phone, but no.
And he ran under my heels.
Spanish man.
I was doing a TikTok, and he ran. No saying about Benidorm and all, and I was doing a wee TikTok, and he ran onto me, and here's me. Go on, you wee bastard, you nearly knocked me off my face. And then he started roaring at me, and I was going, "You're not a nice man, you're a horrible wee man," trying to knock me down, and he was roaring back. And then he actually is a wee local to Benidorm. We seen him in again the next time we were out. We were in the Chinese and things. There he is.
I was sitting in the Chinese. I said, "We'll have to meet that wee man and fight him." Just as that there he was passing the trolley and the lane run out.
I got him again, then I got a wee video of him and put it up, but
So here, were you always hesitant to be in the TikToks, or you've got the hang of it now a wee bit, have you?
I don't like it.
I don't really like it, no.
No?
I think I put the first video up, coming up on the train, probably in a couple of months or something.
He doesn't.
It's something you have to be really sucked into it, or like you have a few days off. Sometimes I think it's harder and all to get into, isn't it? Like?
So there's days, like yesterday I only put up one video last night. There's days that I wouldn't put up and people write to me. Sometimes you feel a bit of pressure. Like I have some of my followers, they love you all, but I have some that like really, why is there no videos up today? We're just waiting and I've checked so many times. Why?
Do you think it's became now like the new thing for like TV? People don't watch TV anymore, they watch TikTok. So imagine like your EastEnders not being on. Like, where's fuck's EastEnders not on?
And do you see, sorry love,
there is people goes on the TikTok, they save all the videos till they go to bed at night.
That's actually, and then your lives on a Saturday night, there's some people who are like not really going out, and then you're sitting there having a wee drink and your music and all. I love your wee tunes.
And
do you love your tunes too, don't you?
And I'm not doing live a night, and I had messages going, "Are you serious? Like, this is our Saturday night?" And I'm going, "Well, I haven't been out in months, and I'm going out tonight because Pika's sister's over from Scotland."
Right.
You go out, love, enjoy yourself.
I'll go out and enjoy myself.
You saying that now while you're on camera?
Just come down the door, 2 months house, just sleeping.
Oh,
straight up the stairs.
Once I have a drink, me, I
see, you're a good sleeper. I wouldn't sleep as much.
Would you not?
No, I wouldn't be a good sleeper. I'd never been.
Pika was up from 5, making the While Derry
I
chat.
just don't sleep. A few hours and that's it.
What do you drink more? Do you drink Morgan, is it?
I drink Morgan. Friday and Saturday nights.
What do you like to drink, Pika?
Very rare.
He wouldn't drink.
No?
None of my families drink. None of my children
No?
drink. No.
But you would have an old Morgan just to have one wee.
He would have...
No,
I would pour him one maybe, and I would take 2 mouthfuls out of it.
she watches me falling asleep. She goes.
I say, pass that over, stupid, let it go to your wrist. No, but our Paul doesn't drink, Barry doesn't drink. Barry...
Does Millie not drink?
Molly doesn't drink? No, and Adele doesn't drink? No.
Was it Adele's... So was Adele's son have a kid then, was it?
Aye, Adele's son has, we're great-grandparents.
I can't believe that. That's smart.
Hey, our Darren's 22. Lovely big fella.
It was like yesterday he was born.
Aye.
I seen the videos of you, and you were saying it was a Derry thing going into like up to the hospital, and did you stay in the hospital overnight?
We stayed for 17 hours, me and our
Lord Granny, great Granny.
Lord Great Granny and our Dale, and we stayed for 17 hours. I went in the wee wing coming.
That's class though.
We always done that. And do you know what we used to do in the olden days? I'm not joking about that there. We used to bring a drink over and sit outside the bar. We were fags and we drank.
Did you?
Get over that bottle of fog and a Diet Coke.
What do you mean?
And you sit with, and I hope she's on there for another couple hours.
I'm not ready yet.
Hope she's a slow liver.
Way back in, they were allowed to smoke on the beds and husband.
Jesus, I said you're waiting, you set up with the weight in one arm and you're fagging the other.
But I think that's what people love about your content though, because you're just very, like, there's people out there now creating content and they're coming into this just mold, and yours is all just like wee things and like parts of, like, people wouldn't know that, and then people remember that, so you're getting all the audience of like, no way did you actually, I mean.
I remember there's a lot of people write to me too that have left Derry, and they say that it's just amazing, my fellows, because it just brings them home. Even the girl there that wrote to me coming up from Canada, she said, "Oh Jesus, your fellows just bring me home." And then last night we had people come up from Buncrana, brought me up, we pick up presents. She's going to Abu Dhabi and she was up for a wee shot to take them with her.
So like you're always doing something. Look, she's got that motorhome and stuff, and that's people like watching like where he's going to next, and like it's real, sort of like reality TV. Do you know what I mean?
We love it. I don't know how we're going to do this year with the Derry shots.
Fuck, watch me what we do at the Derry shots in that boot.
Do you have to get rid of your pigeon shit then?
I had to get rid of the pigeons. I had to sacrifice something, even though it was kind of hard. But at that time in life now, we had to do something.
I was glad to see
that.
I
had to go and rent a place and pay rents and stuff like that.
Not even that. Pika was trying to get a place to rent in Derry. You couldn't. They're like Ken's teeth. There was one place we were after, but there was 3 other people in for it too. I said, no, you know what? I'm pulling out.
But see, you think of that's sort of what you think, that you have to get to start up a business these days. Like everybody sort of thinks that, and most people go to a hairdresser, start up like a salon, and then years later, like, I would actually just be better just having like a cabin out the back.
That's most people have.
I had like a studio and all, like I used to have like a big studio, and after a while I was like, I don't really fucking need this. Do you know what I mean? And it's just expenses that you really don't need.
It's crazy.
And then it's good having, like, I love being able to edit here. Like I could do photo shoots here, obviously do the podcast, and it's just great because you're not shifting all about the place. So it'll probably be better for you. It's like, have you built it yet?
No, it's not completed. It'll be probably second week of January. It'll be fun, isn't it? Dry it out.
And you know what? If the wee Derry shots do take off bigger or die at death, we can always. It could be a bedroom.
I know.
You can. It's done.
Unofficially, I mean.
Unofficially, because no one's fucking mad.
But I think if it gets any bigger, we're going to have to go for a unit in the south. Apparently, they help you more down the south than they do here in the north.
So we'll get into the Derry shots. What? So we'll get into the Derry shots for anybody who hasn't seen the Derry shots, but more likely they will. So shake well, don't you? Because it's all raw Well, what would you say?
Natural,
Juiced?
Juiced, yeah.
Juiced. So what's in this?
Real shots, the health shots.
From us we're usually taking shots of vodka on this. We're going to be doing shots of the wee dairy shots. So in it is turmeric, ginger, lemon, lime, orange, Celtic salt. I was going to say Celtic salts.
Celtic.
You call that too.
I'm dyslexic, so it's going to take a while. Cayenne pepper, is that right? Black pepper, and what's that sort of salt?
Himalayan salt. That's what I take. See if anybody has table salt in their house, a bucket in the bin, keep it for the slugs out the back. Himalayan salt, because table salt's wild bad for you.
Well, as I was saying to you, so when we was literally just speaking to somebody last night, and randomly he says, security guard was saying, you need to get on them dairy shots, I've started taking them. And I was like, oh my god, they're coming on our Connor's podcast.
Keep after your mammy.
Yeah, and I was like, how mad is that? And I went, that just goes to show, like, there's people think, the bad, it's only your followers taking it, or it's not. And he got his NWC's shop, isn't it?
In the Woodfield.
In the Woodfield. So if anybody in Belfast wants them, you also have them in loads of places, don't you?
There's 25 shops.
25 or more of them at the moment, and we kind of keep up with them now.
Aye.
It's great. That has taken off. And do you know what? The wee dairy shots were never, when we...
Intended,
I used to do Facebook, wee flogs when I was going on my holidays, and the only time I would have flogged was a couple of years ago before TikTok. I would have done a wee video and saying, we're going holidays, everybody, we're taking on holidays, and I run the camera when we got to the airport, and I stopped it when we got to the airport coming home. I never showed them our house or nothing, only our lives. And they used to go, oh Jesus, she's back from holidays, it's really mad, now we have to do it the next holiday, and they loved them. But they used to see me taking the wee shots and said, what's that? And I was telling them. And they go on sale there, and I said, fuck, I'm not smart, I'm not selling Elaine Pika. So then when TikTok came along, Conor, I was taking them again, and then as my followers were going up, here's me, it's a fucking good platform, here, get on this. And then people was coming back and saying, come here, them here help my IBS, them here help my psoriasis. Me and Pika's talking about it, and I'm going, what are they on about? They're only fucking, they give it about a energy. Because I used to be coming down the stairs in the morning, Pika used to be skipping down, and I used to be hurling on the banister, my knees was sore, and I was going, what the fuck's going on here? Oh Jesus, I'm going to need a knee replacement. I'm on them 2 years, and I could run up and down the stairs backwards, Conor, and I'm not lying about that.
And you can dance in that kitchen every Saturday night without it.
I dance around my kitchen, and
I left there last week and it hurt my back. I left there off a chair like that, my back's still sore there.
Did that happen to your back in your life?
I was sitting and I lifted again. And set back down again, you were me. Hurt the bottom of my back.
But see, that's the thing, though. Like, see what you're saying about people, and people go to markets and sell their own jams and stuff like that, and then this is basically something that you've done, you've always made, and it's just getting bigger. But as soon as you get bigger, what do you get? Jealous bastards.
Jealous bastards, that's right. And let me tell you, there's a right few of them gets about us.
They've actually, the jealous ones can help us along, because every time we were making a complaint to the council was come back to us and say, you have to do this and you have to do that. And we want to do everything legal. It's 99.9% legal now at the moment, just that dollar wee fraction. We've got our bottles and all tested, we're saying this, they came back all clear. We're working with food innovation and the tech and dairy. They're helping us a lot with the labels and ingredients and all that.
Because that's the thing, when you're starting off something like this, you don't know where to fucking start. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
we're just
so they're helping you, so thank you, Trolls.
Trolls are helping us.
You aren't just negative.
I think these are actually mad in the head about me. I do think they're mad about me, Pika.
Send Elaine a friend request and apologising.
Our Millie was on my life, blocking everybody.
But anyway, I'm doing this, I'm doing this probably, how long? Remember I used to take the raw garlic?
People used to say you copied Barbara O'Neill. Barbara O'Neill copied Pika Fucking Maxwell.
Barbara was well.
Yeah, Barbara's not getting the glory for this.
But then I used to boil most of the stuff. But then once Elaine, people wanted to buy it, I looked on the juicing it. Juicing's 1,000 times more better. See when we make a garlic, a ginger,
he's so passionate about it.
See if you took a wee drop out, you go, fuck, it'll knock me out. It's that potent. That's why it has to be.
I thought I was going to faint this morning.
That's why it has to be diluted with different the lemon and stuff like that.
Strong?
It's that strong.
But that just goes to show that it's not just fucking something you actually know, know about it. You know what I mean?
So now we're actually doing wee baby ones. They're classy. Oh, they're amazing.
We're going to bring you up a couple. Them gears came up last night from Donegal. We gave them 4.
We gave them 4 to take them out.
And we had no apple then they put on it.
I'm definitely going to try it because I would be like.
I want you to try it on now. I want you to try a wee shot of it.
Let me try it now.
No, okay.
Well, yeah.
That's.
Can you grab me a wee glass? A glass?
Have you got any shot glasses?
What? I don't have shot glasses.
Shot glass for an egg cup.
Oh, there might be. No,
An egg cup,
fuck,
no.
you serious? Apparently I have. I have three pots. I live here by myself. What's this? So, we took a wee break. That was awkward, wasn't it? We took a wee break to find a shot glass, and I'm going to do a wee dairy shot. Hopefully I don't get this on my jeans.
No, don't Conor, for you'll never get that out again.
But I actually genuinely am interested in these because I think like when there's anything wrong with your stomach and stuff, people just go to the doctors and you can
your stomach.
that can easily fix like loads of things. Sorry, I'm half talking on this. Right, will I be sick?
Bottoms up.
No, yeah.
That's actually sweet. I thought that was going to be last while you can feel the burn on
What do
your
you
tongue.
think? You all right?
That's sweet. But that, I honestly thought
That's
that.
the K, and you need that burn at their lower.
I honestly thought that was going to make me bug. They don't taste.
That burning, that's what you want. That's for your arteries and your heart and all. That's a K on.
No, yeah,
clean your arteries.
I like that. Do you want to know what that is? See if you had like tequila and that would be a spicy margarita.
There you go, spicy margarita. Here, we know a person that dips their bread on it.
Do they? No, that's actually really nice.
We're actually getting used to it. They put it in a cloth and put it in their knees.
Oh, actually?
It's helping out.
Somebody done that with.
Doing a ground, like, kind of dear.
Here, no, that's honestly sweet. Like, I wouldn't even, my face wouldn't be able to lie.
Now, that's the one there with no garlic and no red onion and that.
Right.
That there's three different, but no thing.
Red onion. Red onion, guys.
Red onion.
I read up. See any ingredients, read up the ingredients, and it will scare you how good they are for your body. And it has to be a long term thing. It can't be a thing. I'll take it a week. It's like, even though we have no health issues, we'll take it the rest of our lives because we know it's helping prevent. Yeah, it's keeping our arteries and all clean.
It's also it would be an energy booster and stuff like that, wouldn't it?
We honestly, like, I'm 60. You're dead in a minute too. Will you hear this? He's 60. I'm 59, and we don't take any type of medication. Pika. We don't take nothing. But we're coming up in the bus, and we meet this here couple train. I mean, and they sitting beside us chatting away. They ended up to really buy 6 bottles that day there for Christmas boxes. But on about the trains, and the man said a couple of years' time now I'll be next year I'll not have to pay for the train. Here's me. Why, what age have you? We did not pay for the train. He said 60. I said, he's 60 and I paid for the train.
I paid £20 for his ticket.
And here was the woman. Why, what age do you be? Or how do you go about getting here? She's what he asking me from, not 60. She was raging. And here's what he asking me from, not 60. But you could have got free travel today, mister. You get all that.
Is that how much it is? 20 quid on the train?
£20 on the train, £40.
They're dear enough in London, aren't they, the trains as well?
See,
Here is wild.
£20, £40.
Translink tell you now, you know a lot of issues with traffic now in Belfast, but Translink tell you go stress free. But I know stress free in them train. You might say it was
what's that? What's stress free mean?
No way.
Stress free.
Oh, stress free.
Just
sorry.
Instead of getting
why? It's stressful getting on them and then trying to get a fucking seat.
Transport because it's stress free. Leave your car at home. But sure, isn't there a whole breakdown with the buses in Belfast? Is there a whole fucking? I'm telling you, it's going to be like Amsterdam in a couple of years' time. You'll be cycling everywhere.
And sure, even that when you get on the fucking train or you wait for the bus, it's never on time because there's so much roadworks going on now. So
I heard that.
You can't.
And none of the taxi men gone to the city centre.
No. I know. Sure, I got to get them from the train station, Grand Central. How do you pick anybody up from Grand Central? You can't get anywhere near it. And it's all, and in a diversion where that bridge, they're taking that bridge down. It says you couldn't go up there, and I turned and went in, and then you go through the back towards Value Cabs, and then I just literally, they were walking out. I seen him, and I just beat the horn.
I'd pick his coat over my head because I'm starting to race. He gave me socks the way up.
I don't know how you're going to resolve an issue in Belfast with traffic. Like,
no,
there's no cure to that, I don't think.
See out there, when we come in, it's one way. See, literally about hanging out there at 4 o'clock, you may as well not, because it's one way. They're all trying to go onto the Ormer Road, so they'll not even let you out because they're all in a rush to go somewhere, and they'll not let you out to even join the queue. So your best, you have to leave an hour earlier or an hour later and just be.
We're sweet and dairy Pika. There's none of that. Like.
No.
I know.
For us to get to town, it would take me 3 minutes.
We were here in Camper a few months ago. And we went to somewhere around
We went up there at the docks.
Docks or somewhere like that. We went down to the car park. Never thought nothing else. I came out again about 10-15 minutes later, and a week later got a thing, a fine.
The one facing Titanic
I
Hotel?
fucked it in the van, never took it on.
It's a big car park line open.
I had £1,000 parking tickets, didn't I, Pika?
Man, we're going to see it. They actually put a clamp on our car, and I had to...
Did you get it off?
Pika cut it all.
They are Bonnie and Clyde, aren't they?
Yeah.
You are Bonnie and Clyde.
Hey, what are you at there? We're clamping his car. Fines on it. Is it right going on? They went in to get the whole truck and the grinder was out.
I wonder why, Pika, you got away with it.
It wasn't you done it. That's why they can't prove it.
Fucking gone now.
This happened outside our house.
Remember I'd work overseas, I'll give you a grinder over and take it off.
Oh my God, that's terrible. You're wild for breaking the law.
I fought the law.
No, but what happened? I used to abandon my car anywhere. See, down under town. I mean, it was just left.
Probably
there.
taking now down the train station there. I had to go over and fucking park in another place. I don't know if you have to pay a ticket for it. Well,
Sure.
And so it ended up, you see, the fines kept rising
Just
and
in the
rising.
public
The way it goes to £90, now it goes to 180, and then it goes. That's the way it goes now.
Direct,
It doesn't. And he said to me, "This is not going away. You know, you owe £1,000 in fines." And so I phoned him up and I said, "Is there any way we could make a payment plan here?" No, they said no payment plan. You have to pay
Thank
it all.
you.
Here's me. Well, fuck. He had to get the car. Pick off
change
my
it
name.
around.
This was years ago now, for you bastards, before you start. I'm born to park in the parking bay. I'm not the bad no more. I put up a fellow and me down in the range, and I'm parked outside with double yellow lines, but there's no traffic markings down there. Straight away, they were all on. You're in double yellow line. Here's me. You're pretty
you
am
get
blocked.
life, will you?
Oh, people just can't wait to
Get a
like.
life
They
there.
can't wait.
They probably haven't left their bed all day and they're just like waiting to see if anybody's fucked up on anything. Do you know what I mean?
What's wrong with their bucking
Oh,
head?
crazy.
I have so many questions there for you. So
Be kind.
be kind. They're all kind. Don't worry. Don't worry. So
The
it's just
good, the
more.
bad, and the ugly, Conor.
We're going to do a bit more dairy related stuff, obviously. So
Yeah.
and it's a bit just more personal, and it's not not personal. It's just like random questions.
Yeah.
What's life like in Derry for you, and what makes it special for you to live here? Should we just always live in Derry? Would you ever wish you had went anywhere else, or what do you think?
No, it was because we were born and reared there, and we went through over the troubles and all that. We just love it.
I love Derry. I can't
Something
not
about it.
roared area enough. I just love everything about it. I know, would never leave. No, even Pika said, "Well, we go to Spain and get a wee place or something." I said, "No, I don't want to."
Go on.
A few years ago, I would have Conor, but see now, I don't know. I just
You should be pretty close to your families and all, wouldn't you? Just like that there. So like, I think,
Jesus,
I think
I-
when you have a close family and stuff, my uncle moved away for years and then came back, and it was like. It was probably like a gap that he felt like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to put words in his mouth, but like he was away for so long and then he came back. He always wanted to come back, and I think that's one thing I wouldn't want to move away for. I generally do like Belfast. Like people fucking hate it. I like
no,
it.
I like Belfast.
I'm like, it's not
too.
that bad. Do you know what I mean?
No, our four Waynes. Well, Molly lives with us, but our two sons live in our street.
Do they?
So they just love
They're
like
married now.
they're married and they live in our street, and then Ariel lives just through the cemetery. She lives like a 10-minute walk away. 2-minute driving, so we're all close, and they're all up with us every day. You know, so we
My
wouldn't.
grandma and so.
Oh Jesus, they're my wee lives. They're my pals.
5 grandsons and
They're-
2 granddaughters.
5 grandsons and 2 granddaughters.
And there's a difference between our earliest grandson and we had, was it Molly and Oscar? Or was it?
See, I was pregnant with Millie, and my daughter was pregnant. My daughter-in-law was pregnant. We all had our babies 6 weeks within one
way.
another. So there's 3 wee Waynes in our household at one time. Our Darren and our Oscar, and then our Millie, all kind of grew up together.
Aye. Or that's the way my wee brother and niece would be. There's only like 3 years between them, and so like Shauna's wee girl and my youngest brother, but they're basically much like mates. I mean, because and then me and Shauna and Sarah are a bit more like the older ones, so
Yeah.
we just see. Not like my niece and him. My wee brother sort of like at the niece or like the nephew sort of
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
Because we're like 8 years between us, but then Shauna's 37. So like she's 7 years older than me. So she's a good load. I think she was like 11 years difference between them. So we grew up like that. Well, in our house, I think my niece is the same. I think her uncle Connor's the same age as her as well. She's not me. I know I look young, like, but I don't look that young.
The mammies years ago, it was just all like big families when you think about it. They were like baby making machines back then.
That's right.
Just ran us in your house. Have you had us at 7? You were going, geez, have a wild family, haven't you? There's only 7 in her house. There's 14 in ours.
Have you a big family?
Has Mammy had 22 children?
22. My mother had 10 stayed. They died from birth and a few months after birth.
Actually?
She gave birth, and you should have seen his Mammy. She was gorgeous. You should have seen the style. See, when she was going to Bangor, you think she was going to a wedding?
Actually?
Not even joking. Didn't she, Pika?
I was at 20th. Wayne and sister Gabriel died after me, and my last one was Deborah, and she was a 22nd win.
She was 22nd. 22.
I'm a 20th of 22 wins.
You're the Elaine Maxwell. You're the
that's
Elaine.
that's crazy, isn't it?
Guess what my dad done for pastime?
And do you know what? No, I'm saying.
Guess what he done for pastime? I'm like, what? Obviously.
But that's what I say, Conor. Like then it was all big families. That was because of the Catholic Church
and
contraception.
But I think that is a big thing like that. And see, because people are like with houses and they're like, oh, you're entitled to this house and that, and I'm like, see, back in the day though, you're like my granny. I think my granddad's the same. Like everything, it was 10 or 11 of them, but they all lived in like a 2-bedroom house. Like there was no entitlement to anything. Like you lived
boys and girls, and you were lucky if you had 3 bed in the room for the man and dad.
The first 10 years of my life, we were brought up like a prefab, with like an aluminium bungalow.
Yeah.
And we were all the boys was in one bed. I mean, so we were all the older boys. And we would that time you wouldn't have had quilts, but it was like a big blanket.
Big blankets.
Made up with different colours.
Like big patchwork quilt.
Colour, right? So me and my brother, older brother, would get on the bed together. Then the older brother would come on night time, they would pull that off. You're lying freezing in the middle of the night. Then when they go to sleep, you take it off him, it's dead easy, and put it over you. Then they get coiled and they take
then you like to pee the bed to keep yourself warm.
I used to pee with that coil, I used to love peeing the bed and get up in the morning before school.
He always used to say to me, and I used to be looking at him going, really?
I must have been the most wise Wayne there before I headed to school.
But Pika, your mother, she really wasn't she? Looking back.
So stylish, I mean.
She had all the style, Pika, didn't she? She really did.
Joyce.
Pika's mommy died, she was 63. Was she 63? With cancer, and they said he was 59.
Actually?
So mine's loved. We'll hope the fuck our ways get by jeans. But saying that now, Pika, all your family's still alive. Like, none of his siblings ever died.
No?
So they're all still going.
So many of the 22, did you say, were like?
There's 12.
12?
Still alive.
All still alive? And you're
it's
like,
the same in our crowd. They're all still here.
What would be the oldest then?
Margaret, she's nearly 80.
She's got Pika's got 2 sisters with Alzheimer's.
Yep. That's my granddad. My granddad had died dementia and stuff. Once in all my mummies, all his siblings had it. So my mum used to when she starts to forget stuff, she starts to be like, "Oh, it's kids of it." And I'm like, "Mummy, just chill out. You forgot something."
Yes, I know, because the fear's always there.
I often wonder what's causing it. It's
I know.
Right now,
all his siblings had it, like, and I think his sister was the last to die, and she lived in America, and she got it, like. She used to stay all one. Don't know if every last one of them had it.
Did daddy have it? Your granddad?
I'm not sure. Oh, when we studied, he had it. Yeah, I don't know if what his parents had, if they had it. And then my like the other side, so like my daddy's mummy, like all her two parents had it. So it's genetic, isn't it?
They say it isn't, but
I would like there'd be an option if you get a certain stage on health like that, is that they should be like
euthanasia.
Right.
So they're voting on it.
This voted it in, so
they should be.
Because that's exactly what my mummy says. Like with my granddad and stuff. Like my granddad wasn't. He was a very like quiet like man, if you know what I mean. So when you get people here like my great granny, she was the gag though. Like when she started, you know, like one of the ones you laugh or cry. So with her, like she was funny when like, if you know wee parts, but my granddad was just very silent and just didn't remember people and stuff like that. And then wee spurts would have come back. So he was more like, there wasn't like any of the funny. It was a bit more sadder. So when we always say, she's like, if that ever happens to me.
And that's like, what I mean. Me and Pika has made this pact too. I really think, Pika, if that ever comes to us, don't leave me. No. But sure, you get tucked up and put in jail and you're not allowed to kill each other.
I know. Can
we say it on camera? Like, if he takes it, he's a pillows going over his head and you're gone. Would you still get insurance? But no, fuck that. Insurance is nearly void.
He wears the gloves now and leaves no forensics.
No.
Murdered,
we'll get onto the euthanasia, carry on. We'll get that. We'll go down all the right roads.
No.
I'm not getting insurance. Take it off me at the stage of the game.
No, there should be
Paid it for 40 years. Nah.
No, there should be some implemented for that. No,
I know, because it's a very, that's what my mum said, like more, I remember my granddad, she was literally like, say, but I'd never want to get to that stage. Like, she was like, and she doesn't want even us to see her, not like that's, I think for some people, like, they can't feel like it's a bit
What
more.
age is your mammy, Connor?
I think when we was 57.
57.
I think so. Well, she was born in 67.
What's this now?
Is that right?
3 years and 6
Aye. Looks like she'll be watching us. Call me everything. You know my birthday is. I haven't missed her 60th, that's alright.
As my 60th coming up, I've got a big savings thing in the house. It's a big Coca-Cola, that there, and I'm saving it now. Must be.
So break it down, stealing all.
Break into our house to be lucky to get in. We might get out again.
Okay, get out.
Lucky to get out.
We've got cameras in the house, by the way, everywhere.
What are you planning for your 60th then? Have you anything planned?
I would like to do you know what I would like to do? I would like to go on a cruise, but not a warm cruise. I would like to go to Canada and see the icebergs or see a polar bears and things like. I would like to do something like that different.
You'll say it now, but tomorrow and something else.
No, we'll say it
until you get that cold.
It's like out in a wee camper heading up. We're going there tomorrow. Next thing we're way west.
We camper. We Miss Darcy. I love her.
Would you change your mind a lot then? Would you be like?
I'd like to go to Asia.
Do you change your mind? I think so.
Vietnam or somewhere like that, just to see how the Americans could bit.
There we go.
You're all into the history, and she's just like.
I love history too, but
yeah.
I love history.
They haven't won a war yet.
What?
They haven't won a war yet. It's all about the Americans.
I'm going to ask another wee question here. So we have some wee funny ones. They're not really that funny, to be honest. Who's more likely to forget an anniversary or a birthday?
Fucking two of us.
Well, we had it.
It's our anniversary there not so long ago. We didn't remember it 2 days.
No, I said Elaine a few times. What year were we married, Hazer?
No, I don't know.
84. No, keep going. 82.
No, I don't know.
No.
Do you not?
No.
No.
Is it 87? 87, no.
What was your wedding like?
My wedding was
basic and cheap and
no, Pika. It was anybody that knows Derry, they'll know Triss's Bar in Derry, and our wedding reception was upstairs in there, wasn't it, Pika? It was amazing. It was just us. It was Pika's niece arranged it all, and I hired a dress. Then you could hire wedding dresses, and I hired my dress, and
everybody done weddings like that. That's my own wife's wedding was like sort of something.
That would be amazing to have a higher plus against Derry.
You see people now getting married spend £30,000-40,000. I think it's ridiculous.
People spent like 15 grand on flowers.
Then a year later, they say, "Why did I spend that for like that?" But even in our family, the same thing. They done the same. Our weddings.
I do wedding photos, and I was saying to Sean the other day, hopefully this isn't, you tell me if I need to fucking take this out, I'll be getting sick. People not be booking me anymore. But I literally said to Sean, I was like, but see, you get married, it is like it's like the be all and end all of somebody's like existence of their life at like maybe like 30 or something. Like that's all they focus about in that day. Like that's why people put so much pressure on themselves, and like for it to be perfect. Do you know what I mean? And it's
they come down.
It's 3 years and everything has to go perfect. And I'm like, in a way, you be into making sure everything's going perfectly. Actually, like, do you ever get time to just enjoy it? I feel like
even on the wedding day, they're looking to see if everything's all grand.
They're more like rather than just being.
Was just so wasn't it Pika? It was brilliant.
It's only sober person
there. Ours was and do you know what? We have a wedding video, and I lent it to somebody in the family, and they never ever gave it back to me. And never ever
my
got
mate
it back.
said when I was a kid, I was terrible for taping over things, and I taped over someone's wedding tape. Like I think it was fucking like Edward Scissorhands on the floor. I mean,
Conor Scissorhands.
I've always been in the video work. Do you know what I mean? I've been taping fucking pirate DVDs.
That's how it all started.
Do you know what I mean? But that's the thing as well. See, like the likes of now, I always say the best sort of weddings I like doing is like ones at City Hall, and they're just going about town for their photos, and they're going because I think they enjoy it the best. I generally think people do.
That's the way it should be.
Do you know what I mean? We'll see. So if you had to compare yourself to a Derry landmark or stereotype, what would it be?
Derry Walls. For you?
How long? For me, I thought you were going to say, that's exactly what I was going to say. I'm the Derry Walls.
Are you?
I'm the Derry Walls. I am. I'm strong. And long. I'm very old. But I'm not grey.
You have a look in the front of the Derry Walls.
I love the Derry Walls. We were kept off of Derry Walls for years.
She does so much promoting for Derry, more than the council does.
Oh, fuck off.
I went down to a shopping centre yesterday. I never even get telling you about this in Derry. And I was coming out of it, and it was like a wee craft fair, and there were 6 wee stalls sitting there, Pika. And here's me, I seen them going on, right? And I said, oh, Jesus, Lord, them critters are not buying anything off me. I did feel sorry for me. I said, on the way out, I'm doing a wee video for them. I was letting people know that to come here today. Look, there's fucking nobody here.
Yeah.
So I went over to the woman, and I actually was going to buy a thing off her for my man and dad's grave. And I said, love, do you mind? Could I do a wee video? And she was, surely that there would be great. This fucking man came over in here. She said, excuse me, what's this about here? And here's me, whoa. Forget about it. And here's just what's it for. I said, just forget all about it. Doesn't matter. And I turned my head, and here's me. She just fucking done to her already a sale, and I could have had people coming and buying stuff. But her attitude was stinking. And I thought, no, I'm not even doing you.
Didn't you do one last week where somebody were up selling clothes and they were sold out?
That we.
They were amazing. And do you know what? It's unbelievable what social media can do for people. That was the girl selling her clothes up on the far side.
Yeah.
They done amazing.
Like a pop-up, was it?
And then there was a fella down in Buncrana asked me to come down. They were doing like indoor pumpkin place. And I went down and done it for him. And he messaged me, he said, Lindsay, that first night 500 people had booked.
That's class.
It's amazing.
It's organic market. I don't know people like that.
It's amazing.
It's a family-run business, wasn't it?
And do you know what? People say to me, how much do you charge? I would die. Here's me. I charge nothing. I wouldn't take money.
Would you ever promote anything you didn't like?
No, I definitely wouldn't.
But that's people can see that. Do you know what I mean? People see
no,
like, oh,
Jesus, no.
There was a couple of people asked to come on video bingo and all that. I said, that's gambling. I said, Elaine, no, I'm not doing it.
I would have went because I like a wee bit of bingo. I'm not a gambler, but I like bingo now and again.
On that place, they actually come to snub and
well, everybody did their own. But no,
if
I didn't like it, I definitely wouldn't.
But I think that shows in your content and people like to see it, because like you'll go and be like, oh, like people are scared to say stuff nowadays and you're not scared to say fuck off. And I think when people see you promote something, they generally know it,
believe it.
Yeah, because people are so scared to even have like, I'm sort of probably a wee bit guilty of it as well, if I have any negative sort of opinion on anything, because then people, but if you're not as scared, I think people like will trust your judgment a lot better. Do you know what I mean?
It'd be hard for you to.
No, I'm like sure.
Is it hard for you to say nothing sometimes?
I have to see if it's there. It has to come out.
So another question, it was like, who's more likely to say something like, who's going to get you in trouble? You, right. But then he's not.
Oh no, he would say the stupidest things.
So you're both as bad as each other, are you?
I would see when I see Pika talking, people hears me. Oh Jesus, it has to be. See when we go on holidays, I always say, hope Pika meets somebody that's anti pigeons, because that'll be his holiday mate. He'll sit and chat, because Pika's not a socializer. I'm a social butterfly.
Yeah.
And I would be out 7 nights a week, wouldn't I, Pika? Sure, you know I would. Yeah, I would on holidays. But Pika's not. He's
So you would be the one that you probably couldn't bite your tongue.
I have to say it.
But that I sort of appreciate somebody that scares me a wee bit, because I'm like, oh fuck. I'm sure sometimes you're scared, like, oh, she's going to say something.
And you see if I go one day a restaurant and I don't like what I'm eating.
What would you say?
1,000,000%.
That would make me nervous.
And I look at her and go, oh, gee.
Everybody's afraid to go to me.
A steak better be fucking cooked properly.
Everybody was afraid.
Watch her cutting it there.
So I went down to a place.
I wouldn't have word that's over here.
No, I'll remember. I'll give you an example. We went down to a good place in Derry to eat. Ardale took me on it. And we were sitting down anyway, and they brought the food out, and fucking wouldn't have fed away. And here's me to the girl. How does the chef know I'm a slimmer bird? Ardale said to me, oh, no, Mama, go and stop showing me up. I said, no, but I really want to know, how did he know that I only wanted a wee kiss? So that was all right then. I mean, the food wasn't good. And the way out...
before that, Adele's or something came out and there was blood coming out of, like, it was a feel And she said, "You're not going to eat that. There was blood coming out of it now." So I was the second one.
No, you weren't there this day.
I was hoping that.
No.
This occasion you weren't there.
Was this the second time?
And then, so on the way out there, nobody said, was everything all right? She never said that because I said to Elsie when she says to me, is everything all right? I'm telling her, no, it wasn't because that food wasn't good. So we were going anyway. I'll never forget her name. You called her Vicky. And I'll never forget Vicky's face. She was in shock. And then she said, say the bill was £40. I'd be £40. I said, what part do you say was everything all right? Because you never said it. And she said, what? And I said, what part do you say was everything all right? Because everything wasn't all right.
I would be shitting myself.
Sometimes like out there, I can be cheeky,
Not
but
the gears fault.
I know, no. And she said, oh, she gave us a voucher for the next time. I never went back up.
I was going to say, are you going to go back?
And they probably fucking say, keep your woman out. No, but sometimes most times I'll say.
Oh, I definitely.
Definitely, I have to say
I
it's on to
I
my
had
mind.
gone out by meaning for, were you?
Nobody will go out with me.
Well, not.
No, they don't like it.
That has to be perfect.
Ardale's husband, Gary, said, I'm never going out with your fucking
Tell me
mouth.
about it. You know how I
Complain
feel.
about Phil.
Who's the cook then? Out of you two? Was you
Me.
cook? Did you cook?
I can never cook the bite. Did you
Yeah.
ever
An
cook?
egg, but an egg.
Never made
No,
me a dinner in
I
his
hear
life.
that. She's brilliant cooking.
I love cooking. But now
She cooked for the whole of town.
I was cooked for everybody.
We used to have a wee chippy for years. And
Did you?
We had a wee fish shop for years and years. It's still there, but it's sold now.
What?
Out the front.
What did you do? So you were saying earlier on. You were saying actually in the car. Taxis? You were a taxi driver.
I was a taxi driver. I was a bandit, illegal. It's great too. I was one of the bandits.
way back in.
When Pika was on side, it was great. And I used to go out taxiing and then come home and all the loads of money. And our weans all delighted. Oh, mommy, we're rich. We got the money tonight. And they used to count the money. It used to be great. And I remember going up. See, then you could bandit. That's what you called it, bandit taxi. And you didn't need a license. You just fucking went up and said, can I...
You would still get that a bit in Derry now, wouldn't you?
You probably get it everywhere. I mean, people. pull
See,
up.
now at the town at night, it's quite hard to get a taxi, so people go out in their cars.
Aye.
Our Molly
I
was
remember the night for us. We ended up in a fucking work van.
Yes, it was
I
her.
tried to
And
order-
Derry?
I
Derry.
tried to order a pizza from Domino's. We went into Domino's and I was like, can I order a pizza? But can you deliver us with the pizza?
Because we couldn't get a taxi. We had to get in the back of a van.
And we ended up going,
I was telling them it's about that. I was like, but I didn't realise you were there.
There's your photo of me and you in the back.
In the back of a white transit. I was like, we could have easily get kidnapped. Nobody would be able to see us. Like, it was just a wee small white transit. No windows.
Jesus, dude, talking to old man.
So we were going to... We were staying up beside the uni, weren't we? The back of the uni. So the back of McGee. So we were like, know where the Domino's is there at the bridge.
Aye,
So we just jumped in.
Strand Road.
I don't even know. Did you ask him?
Yeah.
She just
Jesus,
asked
these
him.
are just across the street.
No,
Freeze.
it wasn't. It was a jump.
It was a good walk and it was freeze. It was like December the 21st or something.
Yeah, it was freezing.
Oh no, he took us a long way.
Here we won.
It's a tenner if it was from here to there. From
Here, and we wouldn't even know where he took us because there were no windows in the back seats. So we
He's probably
in the back of the van.
We used to have a taxi driver like that in Derry's dead now, so I don't mention his name. But I used to
If he pulled up at the train station, Derry, I'm going to Guildhall. 2 minutes. He's all
he
around
took
the
you
town.
all around.
£30.
£30. No, everybody knew him in town.
See,
so
I wouldn't have a clue in Derry. Seeing people say Bog say it or whatever, like, I have no idea where it is. I just the way people.
It's all easy, accessible. You know.
But I probably stayed in every part of it. Like, but I just never know where the difference is. Do you know what I mean?
It's too hilly for me.
Oh, it's so hilly.
we live up in Craig and we're up the hill too.
He's up
we
the hill?
always we're up the hill and we say if it floods we'll be
Overlooking
grand.
a foil.
So is that when you're coming into Derry and you have to go down the big massive hill that brings you into like the city centre where that bridge is? Are you like as soon?
Oh, he's on about Shippy
It's on
Street.
the other side, is it?
Are you coming on the new bridge yet? The jump no?
No, he's on about Shippy Street.
Like that
And-
really
and-
bad hill. Is it Irish past Irish Street and there's a hill down there or something? Is it called?
That's Glendermot Road. You're going down under the town.
Aye, fuck that hill. Oh, if you didn't have brakes, you're fucked on that, like, aren't you?
Oh, I guilty Gavin, was I? Said the hard one.
That and see when you're stopping at the end of that hill and you're looking at the cars come up the street, you're basically like that.
I never
Something's
even thought of that time.
There's a wee tire place now up there, isn't there, actually in that hill or something? And
Picking those.
Dale's Corner.
He's actually on about
Dale's Corner.
up at
Dungan Road.
No. Where you said there now, Simpson Spray down that because there's Tires up the top there, eh?
But that hill was mad.
It takes you on to Spencer Road and you're looking there to go, that's what he's on about.
I remember I used to drive a work van down there and like see coming down that on the work van. I felt like it was going to like flip.
There was a couple of buses not stuck there before.
The buses go down that hill?
Buses that don't know, they get jammed.
The sat nav must be
tourist buses and all must take them down it.
I would bring you down
there. They get a bus and they get past that, and every couple of weeks the big crane comes in and has to
lift them out.
Lift them off. Crazy.
Crane?
Yeah.
A crane, if they bring a crane in.
No, I've never seen that.
It's like sitting around.
People live in that, like. I imagine they're just fields.
No, that's right. That's what you're on about. That's exactly.
Everyone's a cranes making a fortune.
Do you know what? I don't even like going down there, and I love there my whole life, and I would avoid there.
We stayed in an apartment facing there, and then
Spencer Road.
yeah, Shauna's birthday. We stayed there on the Spencer Road, and there was a car park underneath, and then it looked out on like all.
That's right, over the water.
We stayed there.
We're like a 3-minute drive to town. We're handy.
I'm probably like a 15-minute drive, and the town's just fucking there because there's traffic up here.
I know we've no bother with traffic.
No stress here.
So we'll ask a few more questions. Who's the boss in the relationship? Let's be honest.
Me.
I let her be the boss.
Actually,
I like peace and quiet.
Absolutely. I'm the boss.
So have you never drank?
Rarely I do, not a lot.
I've seen you drunk once in my life. I've seen Pika drunk once.
If I get drunk, I get a violent hangover, so I don't.
Nah.
Elaine gets drunk.
When I go holidays, I take that charcoal remix just in case. Charcoal is brilliant for hangover.
Is that what people do to
active
their stomach pump? Isn't it? Is that why? Must be good.
What's that?
So like people have to drink too much like back in the day. I was meant to talk about this in the live podcast. So we were saying about like things that used to happen years ago, and like see when we were like if you were kids and you were drinking in the park, everybody had to get their stomach pumped. So like and it was I'm near sure it was with charcoal.
You're right. That's charcoal now.
That
absorbs. That takes a poison out of your system.
Pika's not. He's not a drinker at all.
I heard me eating charcoal tomorrow.
I never get a hang.
You put it in a glass of water, stir it up. Way messy, but you have to knock it back. Your teeth will be all black and the glass will be all black.
Like soot.
It just grubs onto everything, so we'll go and take a bile, the poison out of your body, and just
fucking.
You're going to the toilet black for the next couple of days.
You may watch yourself on here because people are going to be signing up to your fucking rescue remedies. I mean, you've got a remedy for everything, haven't you?
So it has. I'll tell you, Barbara Neal has the. Barbara would be a great woman for you. You and Barb's Pika.
You'd never see her. She's way fucking doing all the things.
She's quiet now at the minute. She was big on lockdown.
Everywhere.
Aye. I didn't know I didn't know who she was until like I've seen like stuff. She does have a remedy for everything.
How long are you in TikTok, Conor?
I actually was on it probably about 2 years or something. So my mind didn't always be like I changed this all. We used to do lives all the time, and then I was working with a like musician. He was from Letterkenny or something, wasn't he? And then his management was in LA, so they contacted me to make content for him. And then we always went live and just talk shit. And he said, "You'd be good to do on a podcast." And I was like, "What about?" And then obviously there's so much drama and all of it. I didn't really think so. And then I just sort of like went away from the lives and just created sort of like this. I prefer this better. Like suits me. Yeah. Where they sometimes when we were on lives, there's a lot like. You just keep yourselves to yourselves on your lives, don't you? It's like
we don't let anybody on.
When you start doing that and you start mingling with people and stuff like that, it can be very toxic and easily to get ripped into things. Like,
I wouldn't even let our Molly on or nobody.
30 or 40 people at a time because then we have to keep hitting the screen to knock them off and get them out.
Aye, and it becomes it's good crack and stuff, but. I think I just wanted to stay away from that and then keep it on this. So now I would go on, like maybe if Sarah's in her house, she can come in and they will talk to the comments. But other than that, I like to do this.
I go on to people. I never go on to anybody's live. I sit outside it. But do you ever have to be mistaken? You're on there going, Elaine, man.
I know.
You done that last week with John Seas or something? John Seas, you
I like John Seas.
Do you ever see when you're like on it though and you think, you scroll down and you scroll into somebody else's life. You're like,
I know.
Dangerous.
It is. And then they're like, hello. And you're like, I have to wait here for 5 seconds.
I know. She's still on. Here's me. I'm fucking out of here.
How'd you get? What was I going to ask? Who's most likely to eat who's most likely to eat the last biscuit and lie about it?
Pika.
Probably me.
He's a sweet twist.
I remember one time Elaine went on holidays and we had a wee miniature poodle. And I decided to cut it. Right, Molly was only about 2 feet at the time. Elaine comes back from holiday, leave a dog.
Just for the record, this is nothing to do with baskets, so I don't know why.
It's saying different thing about denying. Anyway, and she came back and I had the wee dog caught on wild looking, big bits here and big bits here, and she said, who cut the dog's hair? And I said, Molly.
He blamed her, Molly.
I know he's going to mess the line about it, is it?
Line.
And Molly looked up and she was smiling and all. I mean, Molly, let on, it was you.
I
was pretty young to understand, but I said, you've only seen it.
Pika Maxwell couldn't tell me. I know by his face. I could read him like a Primary 1's reading book.
Could you? Like a Primary 1's reading book?
I'm not even joking. I can read you like a book, Pika. And I mean it. He couldn't lie to me. He says to me, you scare me. How you know when I'm lying? And I can tell by his fist in his eyes. Do you know why? I'm looking at that fist many years.
It's like us different things. How'd you go to do something? What are you? I'm going to get the milk. What? So am I. No, me things like that.
Because we're molded. It's like our Elsie and my wee granddaughters now, they try to pull the wool over my eyes like, I'm here. 50 years on earth more than you, so I know what I'm talking. You just listen to me. They go, see if I hear that again, Granny, you're here 50 years more.
You do have people though, you can tell, like, I think there's people I can tell, like our son, I could always tell if our son and eyes. It's just something about like our pupils or eyes.
You and your son have the same eyes.
I would do. We get them off my man. Like,
I watch her, I sit outside her legs in the morning.
So it's like I said I'd say her house in the morning, but you may as well legs.
But a lot of people, I would say a lot of people in our lives are sitting outside more so.
People sit outside, And the best about it is, I wouldn't know it was around because I can't sit.
I think a few weeks ago was 11 on the live, 1100 on the live, 1100. So we guess what's people sitting outside the live.
But people do the same as you. You want to watch, but you don't want to have to go in and be like involved. So like sometimes when you go in, you have to be involved. Or like there's been times in the morning like my mind just went on to somebody else's, and like they've been like, oh, there's Conor Quinn, like in some random person. Like these like 15-year-olds are like 4 o'clock in the morning all talking. So there's only 8 people. So they notice everybody who comes in, and I'm like, just send a wee thumbs up emoji back. Like, what else do you say?
I know.
Hello, mate.
I have at 2 in the morning when I get up and I go down. Sometimes 5 o'clock down to do juicing. So to take a phone off airplane mode. Good morning, Pika. No, I'm on it seconds.
There's wee people like that. I write the good morning every morning.
So they know once you take it off airplane mode, you're on.
They know you're on now.
It's good. You have your loyal fans.
I have. Oh, Jesus.
And people do get to know you. The one thing, this was actually a question I was going to ask. Do you find it hard? Like, so what I found hard a bit from doing these and stuff is more people feel like they know you. Like, so they start to know your personality, but you might know them. And so people come and talk to me where maybe I'm working and like, but wakes up and you'll do this or something. I'm like, they're talking to me as if they're my mate. I have no idea who they are. And it's not that I wouldn't be like rude back to anybody, but I find it a wee bit annoying to be like, I don't know who you, like, not that I don't know who you are, it's not all the time, but like, I don't know your personality the way you think you know mine, and what you see of us, like, what you.
Absolutely, because see, I'll give you an example. See if I'm up a town and there's somebody come over and they go, oh, Elaine, it's Mary, remember Mary? And I'm looking at you going, who the fuck is Mary, right? Okay, how you doing? And you have to let on, you know who they are. And I don't know who these people are, only because they follow me. But see, when I ran the fish shop, when I had our fish shop, and people had a phone for orders, they go, yes, Elaine, can I put on a wee order for collection? I know bother, who's this? This is Martina here. Oh, yes, Martina. I don't know who Martina is, right? So see, even to this day, and I'm going to the same hairdresser years and years, and I know her well. See, if I phoned to make an appointment, I'll say, hello, Brooke, how you doing? Could I make an appointment? It's Elaine Maxwell here. I'll never say my first name, because I always assume, I'll never forget that girl going, sure, you know, it's Martina. I'm going, who the fuck's
I actually
Martina?
Get that, because my mummy's brother, or my mummy's uncle owns, like, a mechanics, and I'm always like, just ring up, and I'm like, but like, do you ring up and say, it's Conor Quinn, or like, I think it's weird, or do you say, it's Deborah's son, Conor? Or, do you know what I mean? Or did you just say it's Conor? Like, it's so weird. So I'm like, can you get my granny to ring up and put my car in? Because my granny, it's my granny's brother, so she rings up for me.
I'll never forget that girl. And me going, anymore when I phone anything, I always say, even before.
But do you not think, like, obviously people think that they know you. Like, I remember you saying this to me, and she's like, what you be like online isn't what you're like every day. Like, do you know what I mean? Like obviously it's as close to a real representation of you, but like I'm not like always like as energetic or bubbly or always confident. Like someday I like quiet time, and sometimes I need quiet time because sometimes I can get very overstimulated. So people don't see all them parts.
No. I'm not like that. Pickas like that.
We have people come on their house and walk through it in the kitchen, and is that when you know them a lifetime? What is it?
I know.
I were here for a couple of buttons. They weren't stand making buttons. The kids in these people
They just
stand
open the door and walk in.
Do they?
I had a woman pick a woman before, scared. I'll never forget her fist to the day of dice. She looked like a witch, right? And I was making my dinner in the kitchen and she walked out. I started laughing the lads and all, what are you making here?
But that's that overcomfortable
See, if it was
thing.
a panic button, I would have had it. And I'll never forget her.
But that's the thing as well. People think they know you, and
she
you're
was
like,
smoking and all in my house.
was she? Nah, that's
What
not
can
that
but
far.
the Chinese and all.
What Chinese?
You got the wrong. They give you the wrong stuff.
No, pick it, go on. Do you want people to think that I should be locked in a padded cell?
Go on.
No.
Oh, what is this?
No, it's Chinese people got my order wrong and I'm down to see that.
That's it. It's just that.
I got it wrong. She swung a bag around, landed right out into the kitchen with Chinese was. I said, "There you go. Get that towel up and get the money."
No, they gave me the
Get
money.
£20. Get that
that
towel now.
was 20 years ago.
Was it? Break 'em off.
How do you still remember that?
She has to stand in the kitchen, that plastic bag with a thing flew on, splattered all over the kitchen.
No, they tried to say they gave me a different order. I was hungover that day and
No,
they
you're
wouldn't.
you're not kidding. You got the right order.
It's one of them ones you'd be too hungover. You'd be too hungover to go to the Chinese because you had delivery, but here you won't be too hungover to go fucking there.
The Chinese was 5 miles from home. She said she broke every light on the way down to get down.
Swinging the bag up the way.
I don't want to. What
She said, but the guy on the phone, he was a Dublin guy, and he said, "Oh no, you're not getting nothing or something."
Me, love, you
no
forgot.
bother.
No, I
passed me out of the kitchen. Somebody's getting us started.
Dear love, you forgot I put my chicken curry on. No, your chicken curry was put on. No, love, I've got the bag here in front of me. There's no chicken curry. You're not getting another one. It was put on. Here's me. What's happened on the car?
Do you just be sitting there like, oh, here we go again?
They still talk about it in that Chinese.
No, here's me. Thank God back in the day, but imagine they had me in camera.
I know. That's it.
When
Fuck,
fire's
there was
nobody
no
on
chi-
with.
So now you have to fucking watch, dissect everything I say.
That's a sort of thing that's big now, because I done like a wee sketch on this, and it was about a very famous sort of like argument, and I've just took something on the internet and just like mimed it, and then they were like, people were messaging me, and then I'm like, that's the thing, like you need to watch what you do.
You
now.
have to, I know.
You can't have an argument in the street
No.
these days,
No.
because like I've just
Everybody
I've just laughed at that because I thought it was funny, not knowing any context behind it. But then another thing is, if you're doing stuff in public, you need to watch,
You have
and
to
that's
watch
another thing. Like you do, because that's got took out of context. I mean, like, that could have got took out of context, so you don't know what's happened before that, and then people just see you being all angry. So nobody knew what he said to you on the phone. Just see you fucking the Chinese.
If I see Elaine doing something like that in public, I go,
He makes a wee
That's a
noise
wee
to me and he
noise,
says that.
Just calm down.
Stop now. Watch.
Oh, does it?
I
But
know
it
what
is-
that wee noise means.
If you're like I get honest if I don't have a fucking temper like it, but I'm very like lazy, and then something like I can just very
Yeah.
I can snap a wee bit like, but or she read, so it is hard in that time.
See, I've got a thing, but it only came out to me about 3 times. It's called a must, and I said it. But our crowd knows run the fuck from our lane. If she, I would go to jail.
I know to get off these things.
And so just as a look I would give you, I
Oh,
can
is it?
speak volumes without opening my mouth.
Actually, says, I've seen them eyes before, because it just goes into my eyes. Everybody's going to me, I was like, oh fuck. But who would you say? Would you say like your kids? Who would your kids be like? Like, or are they used to? Would they be like any similar to you?
They'd be more picky. They're none of them like me. None of them personality like me. No.
Thank God.
Alright, I was only thank God. I was only 16 when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
We are Adele. And she's very looks like me, doesn't she? Like she's just a lovely wee girl, but
Her house is class.
her
It is.
house. She's got an actual fireplace. That she can light.
She's them big shutters and all the windows.
as
My
her
mum
house
loves
is
them
stunning.
shutters.
I know, I love
My mum has them in her own bedroom that nobody can see into out the back of the house, and she was like, they're in my bedroom. I like them. She couldn't afford them. All the rest of the house are there. Like,
They're there. But I remember going down to Ardell's like last Christmas too, and the snow was falling outside. You can see the cathedral, the big chapel out her window. She lives near the town, and the snow was coming down. She was lying up in her bed watching a Christmas movie with a fire blazing in her living room, or in her bedroom. And here's me.
because is it one of them big Victorian, like, sort of like houses?
It's a big Victorian house, 1888.
That's where the Ritz lived years ago when we were all drinking.
We stayed around there before. We did stay around there before. There was houses go down underneath the ground. We stayed around there. Sorry, what were we going to say?
I think it was John Hume from there.
Actually,
2 doors up from Adele's house was where John Hume loved his life and reared his family.
A lot of history in her house too as well.
The first Catholic Mayor of Derry lived on there as well. She done all the history on it. She actually went to their graves in the cemetery and she put flowers and all on their graves. That's the kind of her. And she's got photos up in her house framed of the people that lived in her house.
Actually,
she has. She's a lovely wee girl.
They work hard, her and him.
She's a florist and he's a
welder.
For using, so we're trying to find out in the title. Just go mad to find out what do they do. What do they do?
But I remember you actually showing stuff last year about her florist stuff.
She's got a cabin built out her back.
And she won't let nobody do the flower arranger on herself. She just does everything to perfection. It's scary.
She does dried flowers.
They're beautiful.
Her stuff's lovely.
So, right, we'll get on to our last question. What will we ask? It was actually one of the questions wasn't, but we already got on this. Who was most likely to say something mortifying in front of a big crowd? But
me.
Both of us.
It's all part of my. What would you call it? What do you get that one?
You're
conflict.
But you would never pick it. You're not that confrontational.
It's not like
he doesn't mean it.
Yes, I know what you mean. Like
he would try to diffuse it, and then he would say the wrong things.
My mummy's like that. My mummy is really like that. My mummy tries. She said she would never come on a podcast. She was like, because what I say isn't the right things that come out of my mouth. She's like, and she doesn't mean it like that, and it's all innocent. It's sort of like childlike.
That's why they call Pika per Pika.
We actually have one from Shy Girl Beauty, and she says, this is about the Derry shots, good one down. Hey, E&P, what? That's you, Elaine and Pika. Because she think I've said something in the code, because I wouldn't have got that. I was like, what is that? What gave you the confidence to start your own wee Derry shots? I'm sure you've had a lot of backlash. What makes you thrive, and what want to make sure Derry shots, I can't read. Derry shots thrive from Shy Girl, and she also said, as a British person, I found it so funny that you have a London Derry shot version, like Heart Faces. Once I hope the wee Derry shots go global.
Oh, thank you. Well, the Derry shots is Pika's baby. They all came from your man there.
I'm taking them years and years, and we enjoyed it. We're getting health benefits out of them. We're keeping us healthy.
What's the big plan? Have you got big plan, or are you just taking it as it comes?
One day at a time.
We're just taking it as we just kept with the kid of. We got passed with the council for our kitchen, so we're doing it from there. We've built this place out the back for storage, really, to store our stuff on now. But we'll be working out of our kitchen and storing out the back until if it ticks off. We want it to go down to Dublin. We want the Dubs to have it.
We're kind of scared if it goes on the TikTok shop and not be able to keep up with demand.
No,
we're in the process of looking on that now, but.
Expanding of just though, isn't it? It's just expand, and expanding is scary because like if it's just free at you, it's like,
I know
it's free in the deep end. Then so you probably would gradually just get up a wee bit.
I'm happy enough to see if it was still. And if anybody want to come out there and they're millionaires and you just want to get rid of your money, go and buy it off us, and then you just work with no me.
You become multi-millionaires.
She wants rid of it already.
I know, just
become multi-millionaires.
Imagine, but imagine somebody came like that.
We post all we post to England, Scotland, Wales, Jersey.
Yeah, we do.
But I think
right down on the Cork.
I think what happens is people love it because like it's yours, if you know what I mean, and you try it and like that, and it's not going to change. Where they know they see you make it, they see the raw content. Where like if somebody big comes and takes it and puts it in a factory, does it lose its? Do you know what I mean? As in like if you aren't there, control. Like
there's a lot of people looking for too who living away from home, who's from Derry, and they want to post it to Canada, Australia, places like that. But
we can't post it.
We can post them a libel if we want, but we can't post it down. By the time it gets there. Every week it gets through about here and there. But anyway, going on about the London Derry shots, we've done a few stickers up. People we know friends, just for a bit of crack. It's always going to be the Derry shots.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing personal. No,
it's
if I had been come from the Protestant side of Derry, I'd been London Derry shots.
Yeah.
There's a Protestant guy wrote me and said, why do you not call the London Derry shots? One time and I said, there's too many letters on it.
No,
I just said it for a bit of crack.
No, because we come from Derry, that's why we call it Derry shot.
Exactly, and that's it. Like I would say Derry. It's like some people say hates and some people say hates. It's not a fucking.
You say tomato and I say tomato.
wrong way of saying it. People just say what they want. So I get that. And then
respect,
it's but just literally it's your brand. You can't have fucking different brands for different personalities. Can you?
Free and wee, Ryan.
What?
Free and wee, Ryan. I can't say the word.
What? Free and wee.
Free and wee.
Oh, free and wee.
Free and wee.
Yeah. I know they actually do. Like you read very well.
A lot of people wouldn't realise that's what it is.
That's what
That's a free dairy wall, or
Yeah.
I said the wee dairy wall.
It's your wee dairy.
Don't tell them that now, they'll not buy it in a second.
They will. So they know what's good for them.
I know. And sure, if you've got fucking big C on your stage, you don't really have to
Big
worry
C.
about it.
C.
There you go. But thank you very much for coming on. How did you find
Well,
it?
it was a pleasure. We enjoyed it.
Did you? Clap, clap. And yes, if anybody wants to find them on TikTok, he's on TikTok, isn't it? Just TikTok
and Facebook.
TikTok and Facebook. Or do you not
But
much
we
of
dairy shots isn't
Facebook?
Facebook
Dairy
mostly.
shots and wee dairy shots.
Where's the best place to order them?
Probably me. And
Pika does on Facebook.
Yeah,
Or you
Facebook.
can...
On Facebook, order it off Facebook then. Because do you not find TikTok is very hard to manage as in messages ways, isn't it?
Dear
sometimes
Conor,
I've
people
been
say,
wondering for 2
I
days.
say to Pika, some woman who's this Susan Smith Pika, she sent £50 for 2 bottles and see y'all searching, trying to find her.
'Cause they're not-
Because it's a different name.
Where like
And they
Facebook, it's all just the inbox is very just like
I'd
an
be
email.
distracted. I swear, there are people saying, I paid £50, never got me bottles, and I'm going there, that fucking Susan Smith I couldn't find.
We have a link, you go on.
Hello, Susie.
for
Well,
oil
we didn't know
company,
you
but
sent
like
it in your
you
husband's name.
Just buy it on the oil company.
Oh.
What?
We're going to have to, on the oil company, you just go and order your oil and pay for it there and then online. But we'll have to go do it with dairy shots.
Absolutely.
Oh, aye. It's just it's
Hander,
you probably have to pay for the use
Oh,
it,
you
but
do,
it's
you
still
do.
the
That's the
fucking.
problem,
That's probably taking up a lot of your time as well. Like, people don't realise the admin and stuff going in it. People just look at things and be like, "Oh, it's £20." You don't realise what the fuck you have to
Fuck,
do.
you
for
have
it.
to see what we do. Connor, see our bottles, we have to hand, put on where we spoon, put on
Never
3
mind the
dried
ingredients,
ingredients.
never mind the bottles, never mind the graphics, never mind that, and then all your admin.
Listen,
It's
we're looking at each other saying, do you know how much we paid out this week for all that stuff? And go, fucking hell.
and then sometimes people just be like, you don't realise. Then they're like, "Oh, I'm sure." Like you're rolling it. And you're like, you see the fucking many hours. But you probably that's my job as well. I'd be like, I would earn more money if I.
Them bastards are making a fortune. Them Maxwell's is rolling it on. They don't see behind the scenes.
We had to come back from holidays the last time 5 days early because
You were a born bastard.
that is I couldn't wait to get back now, but I got my phone out after a week. A friend came out and brought the phone out. Opened the phone. She's all Elaine. Look, we'll have to go home. Look, the money's long for days.
That's what I feel like. Even with me, with like work, I'm like, I hate seeing like my productions page when I'm on holiday because you'd be sitting there loving your life and then it's like a big fucking dig in the stomach and you're like, oh, fuck the anxiety, I need to go home. Do you know what I mean?
I know, it's the
Kind
way
of
he
feeling
was.
guilty. People look, I'll use it around holiday and everyone already me shot.
See, me, I would say, fuck you, she's a wit. See, Pika, he thinks we're going, that's not right. No, we need to do it. I had to go home.
No, she would have stayed out. And she wouldn't stay out in her own, you know.
I wouldn't. Jesus, I wouldn't go nowhere on my own. No.
Would you
I don't
not?
like my own
I
company,
travel
Connor. I
more.
hate it.
Do you?
I don't like my own company.
I used to be like that, but now
Do you?
I want to do a solo holiday, I think. Once.
I would give
couldn't do a
anything
solo
to
holiday.
do
I'd
that.
be too anxious. As in like the hustle and bustle of moving about places.
I love to get up early some morning, sneak away, and I phone Elaine and it's like 8 hours later. Where are you, Pika? And send her a screenshot in Spain or somewhere like that for a week for holiday.
He's trying to torture you. Look at her face.
She'll be out the next flight when I'm with.
All them dirty senoritas.
Getting every Spanish girl to say.
You want my munja?
I'd be sending her a message like that, laughing to her and she was standing there.
Aye.
I was on the next flight.
Me, you. Not a word was spoken. Me, or want you.
Gag.
Do you remember that? Me kids, you down Secret Street one time and you ran up,
Hiding down.
caught him with a woman, and there.
I stand talking to people.
Ah, fuck away.
I was standing talking to people.
I was standing and somebody said to me, Elaine's looking for you. Hey, where is she? I said, I'll come down.
I kicked off his shoes and ran up shit. I got Pika 30 years ago more.
You kicked off his shoes, did you?
Ran up after.
There's a whale of hair.
Like a hairy bear.
I chipped myself as well. Even if you weren't chasing me, I think I I'm way too bigger.
That guy
When I heard
scared
that, Elaine's
people.
looking for you, my eyes lit up. What?
Gag. But yes, thank you very much. That was good. I loved it.
I enjoyed it.
And it was a good wee thing. So if everybody wants to Derry Chats on Facebook, also if you want to see more of their content, watch them on TikTok, and it's just Elaine Maxwell, isn't it?
Elaine Maxwell 23.
23. There you go. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Slam.
Is that good?